Hello friends, 535 days over. Polish President Duda, in an interview with The Washington Post, said US should continue supporting Kiev as fighting Russia is cheap now because US soldiers don't die on battlefield. Yes, after a long time, unlike Iraq, the US is trying to defeat its competitor in the world market, here Russia, strategically without losing any of its troops. Interdiction missions continuing as before, Russians launched missiles at Kiev, Vinnytsia, Khmelnytsky and other regions while Ukrainians continue shelling Kursk, Belgorod and other regions. They also carried out drone attacks on Crimea. The Russian air defense was activated and traffic across the bridge was suspended temporarily for about 2 hours. In east on Bakhmut front, which is very active, the Russian army counterattacked south of Klishchiivka and made some few hundred meters of gains. Ukraine is bringing reinforcement and renewed counterattacks expected in Klishchiivka, Andriivka and Kurdyumovka. On Avdiivka front, the Russians made counterattacks towards Sivernoye, Pervomaisky and made some gains while counterattacked around Kamenska to gain the lost position, probably did not gain anything. In south, on Orikho front, the Ukrainians attacked Rabotino-Verbov regions with small groups but not any appreciable gains, and towards Pyatikhatiki no actions but is likely in coming time soon. However, in this region, ISW has different version. It claims that Ukrainians made tactically significant advances in West Zaporozhye and continues counteroffensive on 3 sectors on 11th August, that is yesterday, on Zaporozhye front. It further claims in Remikov salient that Ukrainians now have entered almost in the center of Eurozone and fight is on near Staromayorsky. However, the claim about Eurozone is refuted by the pro-Russian channels and they say that Ukrainians have reached only on the northern outskirts of the establishment. In reality, ping-pong continues from both the sides and within hours the situation changes very fast. In north, Ukraine has confirmed that Russians are concentrating on Kharkiv border and shelling border villages with heavy artillery. Whether it's a diversionary measure by the Russians or trying to open a new front is not known so far. Ukraine also confirmed the Russian presence in Kistivka and Ivanovka. There are no other major gains as far as Russians are concerned towards Kharkiv direction. ISW says that Russian army is intensifying offensive operation in eastern Kharkov or West Luhansk axis and taking advantage of Ukraine's attention on other fronts. This is the overall situation where Ukrainians are trying to intensify its offensive operation in south on Zaporozhye front and also shelling heavily interdiction missions towards Crimea and in northern direction, while Russians, their main effort seems to be in Kharkiv direction, while on Bakhmut they are holding the Ukrainian offensive and making some minor gains here and there, and in south probably defensive mode. However, it is not long time when their offensive may be expected. Few other related informations. YouTube has removed channel of former US intelligence officer Scott Ritter for discriminatory remarks. This in any case will not stop the voice of Scott Reeder, globally known, heard, whether liked or disliked, on various other channels on social media. And in the meantime, 100 rubles are equal to $1 now. The inflation is taking place as far as US dollar is concerned in Russia. The future of Niger vis-a-vis ECOWAS and the presence of French, American and European imperialist powers in Western Africa, by and large, and in other parts of Africa, yet not decided, but the people are rising. The future of Ecuador too is unknown, as the pro-American coup government, which doesn't bother much as far as US concerned like it bothers in Niger. All depends on how the working people and allied forces act in future. Thanks.